Yo, what's going on, yo? In this video right here, we're going to be talking about 10 habits of high performers and high achievers. So let's get it. What is going on, y'all? So we got a good video today. I'm excited to be talking about this because I feel like I am a high performer. It's always about being able to do anything that you put your mind to. And I know a lot of people that have achieved some really good things, big things, and have dug themselves out of things. So I want to bring this information to you and hopefully help you change your life, change your situation, right? So we got 10 things that are habits of high performers. So the first thing, right? These are habits. These are things that they just do, right? First thing that high performers always do is they always make sure that they learn something new, right? On a consistent basis. If you want to take your life to the next level, you got to be focused on learning new things. So what you can do is you can say, this year, I want to learn this thing, and like dive deep into that thing. Whatever that thing is, dive deep into it. Last year, I told myself, I want to learn stock options. I want to learn how to trade. And I did it for the whole year. First couple months, it was a little rough. Middle of the year, I was learning, but it was still rough. And in the last couple months of last year, it went crazy, right? But it compounded over time. I was focused on learning something new. So you could have you could have one big thing that you want to learn this year, or like maybe two main things. And then throughout the year, you have little small micro things that you want to learn, right? If you want to learn another language, get on Duolingo. It's whatever it is, right? But you want to make sure you challenging your brain and learning something new. That's what high performers do. No matter what, they always learning something new. Go learn about animals. Go learn about the animal kingdom, right? Go watch documentaries, go learn about new stuff, right? So that's the first one. Second one, they study their previous performance. Facts, whatever it is, right? If you look at any NBA, NFL, any professional athlete, there's something called film, and they study. They study. You think LeBron ain't studying his film on him? You think Kobe didn't do it? You think MJ didn't do it? You think Serena Williams ain't watch her film so that she could watch her footwork? They study their previous performance. So what is your performance? What is the arena that you're in? First off, what's the arena that you're in? So what thing are you doing? And then how can you study that so that you can get better? How? Ask yourself this. Get you a journal. Write down what went wrong in the day. If you don't have like a business or anything like that, just use how you were in the day. And go get a journal and write down how was the day? How can I get better? And then it's going to start slowly compounding, and it's going to start growing and growing legs on its own, right? So high performers, they always study their previous performance. You can't just go through life moseying your way through. You can't just go drifting your way through. You can't wake up and be like, I'm gonna just go do the day. No, right? You got to be intentional about it. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? How can I get better? No matter what. Study your previous performance. That's a real one right there. It's number two. Number three, every high performer I know, they visualize. They visualize, right? So before I do videos, I visualize. Before I do anything for real, I visualize. And I visualize consistently, daily. At night, I take time to visualize. In the morning, I take time to visualize. And there's different things you could visualize, right? Whatever your craft is, visualize you being the best at it. Because when you visualize it, you can see it right here. When you can see something in your mind's eye, which is your pineal gland, What happens is it's easier to make it happen in real life because it already happened in the spiritual realm. And anything that happens physically, it happened in the spiritual realm first. So this is how you manifest. This is how you create, right? You are a co-creator. So if you want to build a house, you can't build a house without knowing what the house is going to look like, right? So what do you need? You need to figure out what it's going to look like. So you need to figure out whatever it is going to look like. But it could just be your day, right? So how about tonight you visualize what your day going to be like tomorrow based on what you got going on for tomorrow, right? Visualize that. And then you tell me how the next day went. It will probably go very similar to how you visualized it, if not better. Because visualization is a very, very powerful thing. Kobe Bryant said whenever he was training and his body was done and he needed to recuperate, he then started doing mental reps and he would visualize him training. He would visualize him in the game. And it's so much easier to do things in the world when you have already taken time to visualize it. So I already know where I'm going to be at this year. I know where I'm going to be at the end of this year, right? Like legit. I don't know how it's going to look, but what I do know is it's going to be a great year because I've already visualized it last year. And every day I'm visualizing what the end of the year is going to look like and also what it's going to look like in 5 years, 10 years from now, right? So visualization is everything. All right. The fourth one, every single high performer, they journal. All right. Listen, for me, journaling has been a freaking game changer. Straight up. I love journaling. I got about 4 journals. I've been journaling since 2017. Like front page, back page, the whole journal for years, because journaling helps you articulate how you feel. It helps you get out how you really feeling, right? The journal is going to help you grow. So high performers, they'll journal based on their craft, but also personally, right? Have a personal journal. Have a journal that's dedicated to your craft or whatever it is, right? I got a personal journal. I got a trading journal, right? And I just know that I need to write in those things consistently so I can continue to have my mind be where it needs to be. I can't be living inside of my head. That's why I say get out of your head and get out in the world. I cannot be living inside of my head. So journaling allows me to get out of my head, put everything that's in my head on paper and continue on, right? A lot of people are being bogged down and weighed down by everything that's in their mind and they ain't got no outlet. Your journal is going to be the perfect outlet for you. So I highly recommend you get a journal and start writing that motherfucker. For real. Right? So that's the fourth thing all high performers do. Number 5, every high performer challenges their mind and their body in a new way. This is different from just learning something new. This is a practice, right? So I remember when I was living in LA, and I was selling cars, I started going to yoga every single day. I'm talking about 6 days a week, sometimes 7. And I lost a lot of weight. I got real ripped and shredded, but the mind-body connection that it had, it was helping me in so many ways. So many ways. I didn't do yoga before that consistently. I've gone to random classes, but I committed to it. Right? And that was a really, really good thing for me. Really good thing. So every high performer, they challenge their mind and their body in a new way, because there's something called atrophy. And it's like, if you don't use it, you lose it. You don't want to get stale in life. You always got to be trying to up the ante. Take your life to the next level in whatever way possible, right? So you got to challenge your mind and your body in a new way. right? Don't just challenge your mind and don't just challenge your body. Do them both, because you want your mind to be sharp and you also want your body to be intact, right? So that's another one. The next thing that all high performers do is they seek help. Listen, I know everybody wants to be self-made and all of this stuff, but high performers know that they can't do it on their own. You tell me any professional athlete that does not have a coach, they be having 2 to 5 different types of coaches. They be having a what you call those people? Physical therapist, a masseuse. They be having an actual coach. They be having a personal trainer coach, right? They be having a dietitian. They have a coach or a mentor in every aspect of the craft that they're trying to excel at. If you want to excel, you need to have somebody that's higher than you or who can see outside of yourself so that they can help you know what you need to do, what you need to change, right? So seek help. Don't be afraid to. I heard something a couple weeks ago. It said some people are so strong that they don't need anybody, but that's not really strong. It's really kind of weak, right? So it's like, don't try to be so strong that you don't allow yourself to become stronger, right? Seek the help in whatever way. The next thing, of which are habits of all high performers, every high performer I know has tunnel vision, and there's some level of being obsessed. Some level of it, right? Some may be extreme. Some may know how to really lock it in, but they got tunnel vision. They don't see nothing else. You got to be obsessed to be the greatest. And always remember, good is the enemy of great. So if you like, I'm good, then you ain't going to be great because you're settling for good when you could actually be great. But the price of being great is greater than the price of being good. And that's why people don't want to be great and they want to stay good, because they don't want to pay the price of being great, because that price is giving up what's good to have greater. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? You got to pay the price, right? You got to have tunnel vision. You're going to have seasons of your life where you like, man, I ain't fucking with nothing else. This is all I'm fucking with right now. And if people can't fuck with that, if people can't respect that about you, they don't need to be in your life, right? You only deserve to be around people that are here to help you elevate, right? And that you could pour into and help them and they could help you. It's the only way. Everything else, it ain't going to be it, right? But every high performer I know, they got tunnel vision, period. They don't see nothing else. And that definitely helps. All right. Number 7. No, number 8, 9, and 10. We just did 7. Number 8, right? Every high performer I know, they only accept winning as an option. The only option is winning, period. They don't even accept losing. They're not going to take no for an answer. They're going to literally be like, how else can we make this happen? How else? They're going to try every single different angle to get their desired outcome. Winners, high performers, do not accept anything else but winning. And if they do lose, they learn from the L's and then they flip it, because you're not going to go 100% of the time winning. You're just not. You're going to lose at certain times. But understand that every single high performer is focused on winning. That's just what it is, right? I'm the same way. I love to win, and I'm so locked in on winning. If I do anything, I don't like to be at the bottom of it. I don't like to lose. I need to be at the top. So I'm going to obsess over it till I figure it out. And then when I figure it out, I just want to keep tweaking and keep getting 1% better here, 0.5% better here, 2% better here. You do that over a year, 2 years, you become a beast at whatever it is you're doing, right? So high performers, they only accept winning as an option. Number 9, right? The 9th habit of high performers, they're committed to execution. This is a big one right here, right? If you tell me something and this is something that I'm doing right now, and you tell me, yo, do this. This is how you're going to get this. Immediately, I'm in execution mode. I'm not waiting. I'm executing. I'm taking what's given to me from a trusted source and I'm executing. Right? Or if I'm reading something and I'm doing my studying, and based on my studies, I know that I need to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to just do it. I'm not going to ask nobody. I'm going to just do it. And that's why I can go where I'm going in life. That's how I can pivot and it don't look like I'm really pivoting. I just keep going up because I'm so focused on execution. The less you execute, the less you accomplish. The less you execute, you're going further back in life. You got to learn how to execute, and you have to do it in a timely manner. You gotta act with urgency, right? So be committed to your execution. Don't just learn something and not execute. You're gonna be in the same place. What's the point of having all this knowledge? No, you want to have knowledge plus the ability to know how to act. Because when you act, that's when you really start manifesting and getting the things that you want, right? So that's the 9th thing that all high performers have a habit of. And the 10th thing that are habits of all high performers, every single high performer has a delusional self-belief system. Delusional self-belief. Look, let me tell you this. Anybody who's became something, they was at the bottom at some point in time. Their back was against the wall at some point in time. Somebody doubted them at some point in time. But in spite of all of that, they had a level of self-belief that probably was delusional. But that delusional self-belief is the exact thing that got them where they're at, because nobody else really believed in them except themselves. So whatever you want to really do in life that ain't nobody really like telling you is possible, I'm telling you it's possible. And I'm also telling you to believe in it when nobody else is. Believe in it when nobody else is. And then meditate on it. Visualize on it. Right? That's going to give you that level of confidence that nobody can take away. But every high performer I know, they got a delusional level of self-belief. Right? And I'm going to give you an 11th one too, a bonus one right here. Every high performer I know, they don't fuck with other people who are not high performers. They just don't. Right? Dogs hang around dogs. Cats hang around cats. Wolves hang around wolves. So why would a high performer hang around a non-high performer? Right? There's power in proximity. So if you are not a high performer, figure out a way to add value to high performers so you could get around the high performers, and then you, my friend, will become a high performer. You see how that goes? So that's the 10 habits of high performers. I hope that you guys love this video. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and I'm going to see you guys on the next video. And always remember, get out of your head and get into this world. Peace.